Good morning. I'm glad to see you. I hope you're doing well. I want to talk this morning about looking forward to heaven. A lot of folks just simply do not look forward to heaven. They are satisfied with their life upon this earth. They love this present world, we'll say. I hope you're not like that. I want to talk about looking forward and why we look forward to heaven. In Ephesians chapter 6, verses 10 through 20, you have the picture of putting on the whole armor of God. It says there, verse 12, says that we wrestle against the rulers of the darkness of this age, against spiritual hosts of wickedness in the heavenly places. Therefore, take up the whole armor of God. The reason that we look forward to heaven so much, the reason that we look forward to when the trumpet finally sounds, is because that will be the day that we will be able to take that armor off and to stop fighting. And that is a wonderful thing. As long as this earth remains, there's going to be a war going on. But we look forward to when that war ends. But also, as a second thing, in Ephesians chapter 5, Ephesians 5 verses 22 through 33, it talks about, of course, husbands and wives and Christ and the church. And at verse 27 it says that he might present her to himself, talking about the church, present her to himself, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that she should be holy and without blemish. And that is why he sanctifies and cleanses her with the washing of water by the word. We look forward to heaven because that is when the marriage ceremony will finally happen. Remember the Apostle John. In Revelation it says that he saw the New Jerusalem coming down as a bride adorned for her husband. We look forward to the day when we can finally, to use today's parlance, say, I do, if you will. That right now we are looking forward to the marriage ceremony, when finally the bride and the bridegroom will be joined together. As a third thing we might mention, in Ephesians chapter 2, in Ephesians chapter 2 at verses 19 through 22, it talks about the church, and you have the picture of a building. It says, verse 21, in whom the whole building being fitted together grows into a holy temple in the Lord, in whom you also are being built together for a dwelling place of God in the Spirit. That is the day. We look forward to it when the building will finally be finished. What a wonderful thing that is, when the architect's plans and the builder and all those things that go together, that finally the building will be finished. That's what we look forward to. But also, as a fourth thing, in chapter 1 it talks about redemption, but it talks about it in the present tense. In verse 7 it says, in him we have redemption through his blood, the forgiveness of sins according to the riches of his grace. But it also talks about redemption in the future tense at verse 14, as it talks about the Holy Spirit of promise, who is the guarantee of our inheritance until the redemption of the purchased possession, to the praise of his glory. We look forward to heaven because that's when redemption will be final. The final redemption will happen. Until that time, of course, what are we going to do? We're going to keep fighting. We're going to keep adorning ourselves for our husband with good works, I would suggest. We're going to keep building. And we are going to do what this passage talks about. We're going to hold fast to the gospel, waiting for that final redemption, the resurrection of our bodies. Hope you enjoyed this study. God bless you. Be a blessing to others. We'll see you tomorrow.